Hey, how's it going, you guys? What is up? Yes, I know I still need a haircut. Let's just ignore that for a second because I wanted today to talk about Forged Fate. Now, I am absolutely not the first person to make this video or talk about this hero. I think Rounded Tic Tac was actually the first one to talk about her, or it might have been Tori X or Latana, or I don't know. I don't really remember. Anyways, I never really bothered trying her out, and then I did it just recently, and my mind basically, it was just like, it was insane. She's absolutely ridiculous. So I decided I had to go make a build around her because it was just straight nutty, and I wanted to highlight her for my audience in case you guys hadn't already seen one of these other people talk about this hero. So like with everything, I figured let's just get into the loadout, the people that I'm using with her, and then we can talk a little bit about how to play her. Now, obviously the commander is Forged Fate herself. What makes her absolutely fantastic is that sword heavy attack efficiency being decreased or increased the efficiency, decreasing the energy usage by 200%, which is insane. And this is really only useful with a couple swords. So that's something to bear in mind as a caveat we'll talk about in a little bit. But that heavy attack efficiency is absolutely clutch. But yes, this build is completely centered around that heavy attack, and specifically that heavy attack with the Spectral Blade. Now, with that, for the team perk, we have Dim Mak. It basically prevents you from ever being able to die, and is also just absolutely a nutty ability if you're using her. Really, if you're ever using a ninja, this is like one of the perks that you should totally be using. You can't die, it's phenomenal, and then you just win missions and everybody's happy, and it's great. But getting into the support team, the first person on the support team that we have is Deadly Blade Crash, and what her ability is going to do is that melee critical hits are going to apply 30% snare as well as affliction. And this is great because when you're using Forged Fate with the Spectral Blade, you're kind of bouncing all around the place. You're not always going to be on the same husk for that long, so it's great to be able to add some of that snare and that affliction, so that way it's still doing damage while you're focusing on other husks. After that, in the support team, we have Untitled Chapter. She is a must-have for this build and is really the hero that makes this build absolutely worth it. What she's going to do is whenever you get an elimination, you get 7.5 energy back, and this is very important because, again, this whole build is centered around just using that Spectral Blade heavy attack over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And in order to be able to do so, you want to be able to get that energy back. This is why Untitled Chapter is so important. Then after that, I have Swordmaster Cannon here, just because basically Shadow Stance is going to increase damage, and that's a great thing to have, especially because you're going to be killing husks over and over again, so you're probably going to be in Shadow Stance for a while. Plus, it is so easy to bounce between husks that it's very easy to stay in Shadow Stance for a good amount of time, and because of that, it's nice to have that perk that increases damage. Then we have Assassination, same sort of idea. You're going to be fighting against husks. It's nice to get a little bit of additional damage in there, and so I decided to throw the Assassination perk in there. This is really one of those ones where you can have some fun with it. You can pick something else if you really want to. Then lastly, I have Fall in Love Ranger Jonesy, just because his perk is going to do the same sort of thing that Untitled Chapter does, where you're going to be getting 6 energy back for each elimination you get. This again is going to allow you to do a heavy attack over and over and over and over again, and is just fantastic. Now, I like using both these heroes when I am in a high level mission or I'm fighting high level husks, because I'm not able to get a whole bunch of kills in quick succession, just because it's going to take a few more heavy attacks in order to get each additional kill. However, if I am playing in a lower level or against easier husks, usually I can actually swap this guy out for somebody else, because I'm able to actually just get enough kills and get that energy quick enough with Untitled Chapter that I don't need that additional energy. After that, gadgets again are kind of always up to you. I actually really like to use Slow Field a lot. That's a fantastic gadget to have here as well, but again, those are sort of up to you. And yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it for the hero loadout and the people that I am using in my team. Getting into a little bit about actually playing here. Like I said, the one caveat to this hero being phenomenal is having that Spectral Blade. This is because the Spectral Blade has probably the best heavy attack out of all of the swords in this game. It is incredible, not just in terms of the damage that it puts out, but also in the amount of mobility that it gives you. It's very easy to just jump from one husk to the next husk to the next husk and kind of rack up those kills. And then again, if you have Anti-Cuddle Sarah or you have Fallen Ranger Jonesy, you're able to get that energy back and you're able to keep doing it over and over and over again. So your mobility is just amazing with this hero. The amount of husks you're able to destroy is just amazing with this hero. And then if you have Dim Mak as well, you just absolutely cannot die. It is insane. Now, normally I like playing with heroes like Survivalist Jonesy in my loadout so that way I get health upon each kill. But with this, you just don't even need that because of that team perk Dim Mak. You're able to just keep regaining shield over and over and over again with each kill. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Basically, what's happening is you get a couple kills, you end up in shadow stance, you gain a whole bunch of that shield back, you get more kills, you stay in shadow stance, you get that shield back, and the amount of shield that you get back is actually very, very impressive. But yes, anyways, this is just one of those nutty heroes and those nutty loadouts where you absolutely cannot die. And because of that, it is also very easy to stay incredibly aggressive. This is actually probably one of the most aggressive heroes that they have in the game because it's all going to be centered around getting into fights with husks, getting a kill so you get that shadow stance, and then finding another fight as quickly as possible so you can get another kill. Again, just to repeat myself, the mobility helps a ton with that. Dim Mak helps a ton with that, and obviously, as I've said multiple times, you really need to use a Spectral Blade to make this hero worth it. But as you can see, it's just insane the amount of damage that I'm able to put out, and the fact that I am not really I'm never depleting my shield. My shield is always regaining shield because I'm always getting kills, and it is just insane. It's just ridiculous. It's just nutty, and I highly recommend using her. So, like I said, I just wanted to highlight her real quickly because I played her. I was like, this is absolutely insane. How have I not been doing this before? And I wanted to bring it to you guys in case you hadn't seen any of these videos previously. So yeah, I mean, I highly recommend checking her out. I highly recommend trying out this build for yourself and just seeing how insanely fun it is. In fact, it's almost borderline like not fun because it's just so ridiculously powerful. But I really enjoyed it, and so I hope you guys do as well. Anyways, though, you guys, I hope you found that somewhat informative. I hope you enjoyed that. But that is it for now. I'm Iolaus, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.